So kind of went to the layer underneath and realized for the majority culture, um, a lot of the diversity training and education back in the day was ultimately asking them to change, to grow, to
Mm.
evolve. And so one of the things that I realized is that when you have training and education on diversity, some people would react out of fear, anger, hesitation. And I wondered what that was about. And I think at least part of it has to do with people dealing with change. No longer is the status quo in place. Now I've got to learn and I've got to evolve. And so what at the very basic level, what comes with that from a mental health point of view? Um, and so that was the way my dissertation was born, a topic at
Gosh,
least.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, I'm going to mute you because there's some background noise. I think like what you're saying is quite pretty interesting because anytime somebody goes through any sort of change and they're challenged to change their position in any sort of way, they start feeling anxious. They started feeling anxiety. And we all know as mental health professionals, what happens when people feel anxious? What do? They bury it. They use their defense mechanisms. They rationalize it away, and they start to either feel anxiety or to stop some of these uncomfortable feelings. You'll see all of the range of defenses starts coming up when you have this worry that's happening, this anxiety. When hold on, you're expecting me to change? Oh no, like I'm the problem. So if you want me to change, that means you're labeling me as the problem. What do you have to say to that?
Yeah. Um, it's such a good point because that's what automatically puts someone on the defensive, right? So you're telling me I'm the problem. If you're asking me to be the one to change, then I'm the problem. Um, and that kind of we might dive into this a little more later, but that kind of has to do with what is our attitude and beliefs about change? Okay,
Mm.
so let me give you an example. You have one person, you have two people, right? Two different attitudes and beliefs about change. Person number one is has both of them have this opportunity to go into a job. They don't have all the full skills, but they have most of the skills. They get hired. So there is going to be some learning curve involved. Person number one says, "Oh, heck no. I'm not trying to do that. I'm tired. Can I just do what I know? And I'm dreading this. I don't want to learn. I don't want to go through that process." Person number two is like, "Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm going to learn more about these systems, which then I'll have more tools in my toolbox as I continue my career." So, and that happens in a lot of situations. Like one of the best things I loved about how you started today was this does not just apply to one sector of our life or other. It's relationships, it's work, it's health complications can change the way we live. you know it's to me it's life. That's what life does. It throws us changes, and what can make or break us is our attitude.